is a reply to her video essentially about having it all figured out. So I kind of wanted to discuss my thoughts on that. And also, I'm going to be trying out a new recipe at the same time. So thought I would just kind of slip that in there and try it out with you guys. It's a blackened salmon recipe that I have. So we're going to just jump right on in. So first of all, I'm going to start with making my rice because I decided we're going to have some rice and broccoli. Nice healthy meal for tonight. And we are trying out jasmine rice because apparently it's supposed to be better for you, and that's what we're all about these days. So we're just going to do a small bit of this, and I won't bore you with cooking rice, even though I have found that rice is extremely difficult to make. And I recently saw a video from Gordon Ramsay on how to make excellent rice. But I didn't pay attention to it and I don't remember it, so I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to hope for the best. So I've heard you're supposed to boil your water first and then put it in, or you're supposed to put it in, and I don't exactly know, so I'm just going to boil first. Maybe. No, I'm just gonna put it in, let it come to a boil, and then let it steep with the lid on. We'll see how that goes. So while that's attempting to boil, my fish is defrosting. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about her video of having it all figured out. And I think my response to that is, you know, she sounds like she already is aware that she should not have it all figured out in her early 20s, as no one does. But I want to say that I don't think anyone has it all figured out, even into later adulthood. There's always going to be something that comes up in life that you don't know what to do or how to do it, or maybe you've been doing something for your whole life and you want to change jobs out of nowhere. I don't know. At her age, I was still in college, you know, like trying to get my nursing degree, and before that I didn't even know what I wanted to do, or I didn't even know that I wanted to be a nurse. I just decided and said, okay, let's do this. And then I did. And it was one of the best decisions that I made. And I'm really glad that I did that. But it's not that I knew when I was making that decision that that was going to be what was best for me at the time. So I just want you, I guess, Jenna, to understand that we all lead different lives, and we're all at a different point in our lives at different ages. And so you can't compare to what you see me or other people having, because definitely at your age, I didn't have anything. I didn't have a job. I was still in college. So that's, you know, not something that... My rice is burning. It's not burning, it's boiling. Hold that thought. Meanwhile, my rice is overflowing, and I don't know what to do about it. Turns out turbo boil really means turbo. So anyway, without rambling, I don't think anyone has it all figured out, and it's very easy to have or feel anxious about that part of your life until you do find out what you want to do. And then maybe even then it's not actually what you wanted to do and you want to change and do something else. And I think that's okay. And that's a part of life. So before you do a recipe that you've never done before, you should probably look ahead at the ingredients and make sure that you have all of them in supply. Turns out I need thyme, oregano, and Old Bay seasoning. First of all, I have no idea what Old Bay seasoning is, and I've never owned it in my life, so I definitely don't have that. Also don't have thyme. I do have oregano, so that's nice. So we're just gonna supplement some things. Italian seasoning, feel like you can never go wrong, and maybe some garlic powder, also can't go wrong. So we're gonna just combine all of those in this bowl, And, you know, we're just gonna see how it goes. So let me do that. And in case you were wondering, that is 3 teaspoons of thyme, 3 teaspoons of oregano, and 1 tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning with salt and pepper. However, I don't have those, so we're just gonna, we're just gonna do that. But if you ever wanna try the recipe, again, it's called blackened salmon, and I don't remember where I got it from, but there you go. So once you combine those 3 ingredients together, and you add your salt and your pepper, technically it said an amount of those, but I've been trying to use less of my salt, so just gonna add a bit. You do 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. Correction, do not add that to the spices bowl. You add that around your salmon fillets, and then you coat them with your spice rub. Gonna get my handy dandy cast iron pan and heat 4 teaspoons of oil. So while that's heating, I will dip the fish in the oil and the spice and then put it into the pan and hopefully not burn my house down. So I'm turning my heat on medium high, and it says to make sure you have a great exhaust fan. I have a mediocre one, so again, hopefully my fire alarm won't go off. I have chosen to purchase the pink salmon skinless fillet. I feel like that are easy to cook. So just the time I'm covered in salmon juice and have everything going on, the dog wants to go outside. So now my oil is like heated extra, so I'm really thinking I'm gonna burn my house down. So let's hope for the best. Just wanted to show you guys my salmon, my oil, all heated up there. So let's see how it goes. Also, totally forgot about my rice. It seems to be done, if not overcooked. This is why I should have used my rice cooker every single time, because rice is amazingly difficult. So I realized that I forgot to mention to cook the salmon approximately 3 minutes per side. Mine ended up being quite a bit longer than that to get it fully cooked, but it didn't seem to dry it out too much. So I did not burn the house down, and it didn't even get that smoke in here. So I think I'm gonna post the link to the recipe in the bottom, just in case you wanna try it out. I will show you the finished product as soon as my broccoli is done making. I'm terrible at making broccoli apparently too, so not sure how that'll turn out. But yeah, so this was fun, and I definitely want to continue on. So this ended up being the finished product, and I actually really liked it, so I'll probably make it again. But this was really fun, so hope to see you guys around again sometime.